Do these level 1 players have more trophies than you do? Do you think you could beat them if you faced them in the ladder? You might be surprised. What's up, fellow fans of Clash Royale? It's your host, Galadon, and yes, we're talking about trophy record holders as level 1s in Clash Royale. These guys, both of these players, Game Over TR and Ku Hao Yit, have crossed 3,200. Now, I think that Ku, as we call him, was the very first player to ever cross 3,200, and Game Over, now, as I speak, currently holds the world record for the most trophies held by any level 1 in the game. So if you guys can beat him, well, then you should be in FA level 1. You should be in my clan, all right? Because these guys get rewards at the end of every season. So let's watch this play. I gotta tell you, I am learning new tricks just from watching these guys. Now, obviously, it's about making positive elixir trades like it is in any battle in Clash Royale. But just like there is a slightly different strategy and deck composition if you're pushing for trophies versus playing in challenges or a tournament, this is also true if you're a level 1. Now, obviously, these guys are facing much higher level cards. Here, it's Bandit versus Bandit. And if there were any one specific piece of advice, something that I see over and over again with these level 1s, is that they're trying to let their towers help. It's all about the counter push. You're not just relying on your units to take out your opponent's cards. You need to get those towers to help out. Like, watch this right here. He waits until the wizard gets within range of the tower, then he drops the giant skeleton. Perfect timing. Now the wizard not firing on his tower, and he has 2 points of damage output to take it down. The elite barbarians are going to get hit by the bomb because the lumberjack is there to slow them down. They never get to the tower. Only the log did some damage right there, and the lumberjack not going to get to the tower, but it's all about patience. It's about waiting for that moment for your opponent to make a mistake, which they almost always do. Maybe right here, a slightly over-aggressive move, mirroring the bandits, and watch the zap spell. He realizes he needs to get that zap spell to prevent the bandit from charging the tower, and sure enough, it works out. On the right-hand side, the skeletons get there, get a little bit of damage. On the left-hand side, Bandit, again, not going to get there, but also Game Over not making the mistake of trying to support a unit that's just about to get taken down by the tower. All right, here we go. Here comes Sparky down the left-hand side. Final 60 seconds. Hog Rider Wizard coming from both lanes again. Terrible tornado right there. Doesn't really work out. Not sure what the point of that was. Hog on the right-hand side is going to just about get that tower down. On the right, look at the Bandit Electro Wizard combo. On the left, Inferno Dragon Sparky. But it's that right side that's the damage. The right side is the tower that goes down. So the Inferno Dragon and the Sparky, big scary cards that looked like they were going to get there, but didn't. And it was, again, like in the last replay, a distraction that cost the opponent the tower. Final 15 seconds. Game Over trying to hold on to that left tower. Sparky and Lumberjack moving in again. Looks like the left tower may go down. Could he be up 2-0? In the final seconds, he grabs another tower and just about 3 crowns this guy. I would be raging too as the final seconds count off, and it's a 2-0 victory for Game Over, and that got him the world record, nearly 3,300 trophies. Now, this next replay comes from Ku Hao Yit, and watch the opening BM from his opponent. Get ready. I love this. This is the best. Good game. Good luck. When your opponent says good game in the beginning, you know. And now watch this follow-up move right here. Look at this move. Log, Lumberjack, and the barrel. Boom, tower gone. So now, personally, right here, if it's Galadon's level 1, maybe I'm like, all right, fine, good game. I'm just going to rage quit. But who knows about comebacks? Ku knows about comebacks. Yes, I said that. I'm sorry. Ku Hao Yit has been known to come back from impossibly far behind, and that is exactly what we're going to watch right here. Now, the way that Ku uses his tornado with the giant skeleton is brilliant. Now, watch this Sparky go off to the right and survive and get out of the way of the giant skeleton's bomb. Right here, he intentionally dropped that Sparky down the right-hand lane, protected the left, but traveled down the right. Brilliant. And then right here, this is the reverse of what you're used to seeing. Normally, players use a unit to tank the tower and then drop the graveyard. Ku used the graveyard to tank the tower, and then the Sparky to take the tower down. Absolutely brilliant work right there. Love that. And now suddenly with 1:40 left, we are tied 1-1. So both of those moves I just fell in love with. The idea of using the tornado to pull that giant skeleton, to place that bomb somewhere else, and then tanking with the graveyard so that the Sparky can get the damage done. I just loved that right there. That was so brilliant. And suddenly, like I said, we're tied up. And Sparky Princess moving forward. Now, Nasty Nate, his opponent, has all sorts of cards that would do well to stop a Sparky. Right here, though, he goes full and drops the giant skeleton, so it does effectively stall Sparky. But once again, check out the tornado. Brilliant move. Has nothing to do with mitigating damage, direct damage from the troop. It's all about placement of the giant bomb left behind. It lets Sparky live. Now, Sparky didn't get the job done there, but still, I just love the idea of using the tornado differently than most players would think to use it. And now here comes a big counter push. Sparky, Princess, Inferno Dragon stopping the Goblin Barrel down the right. And this is where the opponent does a pretty good job of stopping this push. The Graveyard and the Sparky, the Inferno Dragon, all countered beautifully right here. Final 30 seconds. And that push, Ku did not get anything done. The Electro Wizard is also going to go down. The Princess, she is going to fall. And suddenly things don't look so good. Without a Princess, he's forced to use the tornado to control the skeletons. The giant skeleton is going to get turned around. Bandit's going to work on the Goblin Barrel, but watch out for the giant skeleton. Ku does not have his tornado up, so he can't pull it away. He's going to rotate around to the tornado. Just a split second too late. He gets it down. The bomb, you can see what he was trying to do was to pull that bomb away. Instead, it drops and takes out another 1,000 hit points or so off of his King's Tower. 782 left, 46 seconds on the left-hand side. Yet another giant skeleton and another Goblin Barrel. Skeleton Army stops that easily. Sparky is not going to survive the bomb, though. 686 left on the King's Tower. 30 seconds left in overtime. Looks like a draw. Looks like we're probably going to end up at a draw, but of course, in comes the Bandit, probably the second hardest card to stop. That, a terrible zap right there, unfortunately, is going to cost his opponent the game. Graveyard, Sparky, Bandit, everybody on that tower, and that is game over. And that is some BM well-deserved for the good game dropped by his opponent at the very beginning. Nothing sweeter than to give him the good game right back in his face. Level 1, taking out a level 10. All right, so speaking of higher levels, we did that episode on 1 versus 11, but I didn't have a chance to feature Ku's replay here of his level 1 experience against a level 11 player with Giant Hog Rider, and there's the heal spell. So some unusual decks, and sometimes that's the key to victory. But immediately you see this opponent drop the Giant at the back. And for me, that is a huge warning sign, especially when they use cards like the Bomber correctly. They get it in behind the Giant. That just makes me think that I'm going to lose, that I'm facing an opponent that knows what he's doing. All right, Hog Rider on the way in. Not for long. Tornado stalls it underneath the beam of the Inferno Dragon. That sets up Graveyard Inferno Dragon. And despite the minions and the barbarians that get in here, Graveyard Inferno Dragon and Princess, it's absolute disaster. Somehow we got the Inferno Dragon to lock onto the tower. Tower is history. Expensive Fireball taking out the Princess. And Ku, with 2 minutes left, has a 1-0 lead over a level 11 player. And there is the well played for the heal spell on the barbarians. Plenty of time for the skeletons and now the Electro Wizard to get in there and take those barbarians down. The tower, again, being instrumental in helping to stop these much, much higher level cards. And then the beautiful tornado pulls the Hog Rider in, and now you've got 3 towers working for Ku. The King's Tower is awakened, and a Bandit helps finish it off, despite the fact that the King's Tower cut down to about half. Inferno Dragon working its way in on the Giant. Bandit gets in there as well. 1:20 remaining, and you can see that Ku, rather than pushing for the other tower, is focusing on trying to defend. And yes, with 1:10 left, he hasn't had a single hit point off either tower in front until the Fireball lands. So the Fireball gets there, misses the Princess. Looking good right now. A minute left into Double Elixir, and again, that is where these guys shine. In comes Sparky. That is RIP. The Barbarians, he had the heal spell ready. Nothing is going to heal that. Absolutely nothing. Here comes the Hog Rider. That hog is going to go down. And again, another nice tornado stalling the hog out long enough to take almost no damage. It looks like it got 1 or maybe 2 hits off that tower. Graveyard on the right-hand side, and in comes another bandit dashing to the tower. And this again looks like a distraction move. On the left-hand side, Sparky, Inferno Dragon. On the right-hand side, Graveyard and Bandit. So his opponent never really has a chance to put together a big push because he's too busy trying to stop all of these legendary cards that keep spewing his way. Right there, Sparky is going to help take out that Hog Rider. Can't even get a shot on the tower. Final seconds left. Nothing but frustration for his opponent. And he must just be in disbelief as time runs out. And a good game, well played. Ouch. I'm just, ouch. That is so painful to watch. But hey, these guys want to do it. I'm not going to tell them otherwise. So, Ku Hao Yit, probably the first player ever to cross 3,200 as a level 1. Game over. Currently, the record holder for highest trophies. Let me know if you guys can beat it. Let me know if you want to join the clan. Let me know if you enjoyed the video by hitting that thumbs up button. Subscribe for daily Clash content and the earliest possible update and sneak peek information. And more important than anything else, have a fantastic day. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Full attack.
Galadon, aren't we all butterflies and rainbows? Have a great day! Oh, have a great day, Galadon!